Building demolitions can be a spectacular sight.
Please
they fall
don't
to
skip.
the earth in a
Do you
magnificent
stick your dick
fashion.
in ad?
And to be honest, the whole process should be pretty straightforward. After
Please
all,
watch this.
you're dealing with something as
God, nobody dies here, dude.
massive as taking down a building.
This is
then the
sick,
guys in
dude.
charge better know
Hey
what they're doing.
guys, I
Right.
found a cure
Whether
for the
it's due to
COVID virus.
incompetence
You
or a
just have to
complete
spam white
accident
people.
no one could have foreseen. There have been plenty of demolitions gone terribly wrong over the years. From buildings failing to fall to completely flipping over. Here are 5 building demolitions that
Should we
went
watch this?
horribly wrong. In 2009, there were plans to destroy a derelict building in Kankiri, Turkey. The building used to be an old flour factory that was first built in 1928. 80 years later, officials decided it was time to tear it all down, with the building standing at an impressive
Damn, dude.
8 feet. The plan was to implode the structure in order to create a new shopping center. However, things didn't go as planned, as the building did not fall to the ground as expected. Instead, it toppled over to its side.
Oh, wait a minute. Chat. Everybody's fine here, right? Right. Of course they evacuate all the buildings and shit. Whoa! Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
Not only did the building fail to be demolished, but it completely rolled over onto its roof, coming dangerously close to flats housing dozens of citizens. It could have left many people injured, but fortunately, no casualties were reported. The only thing it left in its wake was a massive cloud of dust. The building itself remained in pretty good shape, and experts had to find another.
Okay, I'm gonna ban the anti-TOS Andes, like Spedster. I permanently banned you. Sorry, man. I know you're like a sub. Fuck it, dude. Okay, this guy's banned. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, guys, listen, dude. If your argument is that TOS on YouTube is the same as Twitch, okay, you are fucking brain dead. Okay, your brain has ceased to function a long time ago. Okay. The TOS for Twitch and YouTube are completely different. Okay, because if it is on YouTube doesn't mean we can watch it.
For new construction, there's a reason why people need to keep a safe distance away from the demolition.
No, I've banned Spencer like twice before. I'm done with him. He's a bad chatter. Guys, sometimes some chatters are just bad. You know.
In 2018, there were plans for a controlled explosive demolition to take out an obsolete silo in Denmark. Hundreds of people gathered together to watch the silo come down.
Oh no.
And as you can see at the beginning of the video, there was a wide open space where the silo was supposed to fall. The math was correct. However, due to outside circumstances, the silo began to tip in the other direction. The construction crew must have started panicking when the silo began tipping and ultimately falling towards the library.
Guys, there's no way anybody was in there, right? Guys, right? Jesus, dude.
Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Manager Kenneth Wedge was later quoted as saying, "I simply do not know how it may have gone so bad. It was an embarrassing fumble as the team planned this demo for months. The silo should have absolutely fallen in the proper direction, but things didn't go to plan." Wedge would go on to say, "I will put my head on the block. We have prepared half a year for this." The library next to where the silo fell did sustain some minor damage, but nothing that couldn't be fixed.
Minor?
Ultimately, it's just one of those freak accidents. At least no one was hurt. In May of 2013, a controlled demolition was planned in Brisbane, Australia. The silo that was set to be destroyed was a half-century
Why is it being weird in chat,
and
dude?
was once used as a storage facility for a local beer brewer. The crew was all set. They packed the structure with 100 kilograms of explosives, which should have been enough to send it toppling to the ground. However, when the charges went off, the silo remained standing. albeit leaning to the side.
But now what?
Apparently, a building failing to topple over is a risk with these kinds of jobs. Troy McCracken, who works for Southern Cross Demolition, later told the news, "There's always that chance that it does hold up like it did."
Oh, it did fall then. Because I don't get it. If you're in the truck behind, dude, couldn't it be like a brick who flies in your face or something?
From there, it took several weeks for the nearly 4,000 tons of rubble to be cleared away from the site before the land could be returned to its owner. Something that really surprised me is how one piece of heavy machinery was able to push. It's one thing to end up with a failed demolition with the structure leaning to one side. It's another thing entirely, and honestly rather impressive,
Damn,
to
that
have a
looks sick.
demolition where only half the building falls to the ground while the other half remains standing. Get ready to scratch your head in puzzlement, as this demolition in Lisho, China doesn't go how the team likely planned.
I didn't skip. It was the end of that segment.
While half of the building fell to the ground and erupted in a cloud of dust, the other half remained standing. As later learned in media reports, the building breaking in two was actually intentional. Sort of. The demolition crew wanted the building to break in two to make it easier to crumble to the ground. However, the plan was for both halves to fall simultaneously. It was an experiment that went hilariously
Hope you're having
wrong,
a great
but
stream,
fortunately, there was a
xQcOW.
solution for this issue. Much like the
man.
silo in Australia, the demolition crew had to bring in a crane to demolish it fully. Once everything was
PVC 2
cleared out
months
of the
with the
way,
Pepega.
it was finally time to begin preparations for a new real estate project set to take.
You should play
Because I watched the big one.
Smokestack was set to be demolished
Yo,
in
it's
Ohio
$8
in
for
2010.
episode
A
Factorio,
group of
maybe?
spectators, including many children, had gathered to watch the structure come down. The plan was for the implosion to have the smokestack fall toward the east. However, due to an undetected crack on the south side of the tower, the implosion caused everything to fall to the southeast. This meant that the smokestack fell on top of power lines as well as a building housing backup generators. Naturally, downed power lines is not something you want to be near, which sent everyone in the vicinity scrambling for safety. It's a pretty incredible and almost unbelievable clip.
Uh-oh. Like the guy said, uh-oh.
Yep. Much love to the best streamer on the platform, xQcOW.
Jesus, dude. It's crazy.
Those people just happened to be right in the way of the power lines, which they never thought would be a problem. People screamed for others to get out of the way. The power lines in the area
Everybody's fine.
were destroyed, with some of
Can
the
you
lines
watch
even
this,
falling in the
please?
area where individuals were standing seconds earlier. Luckily, no injuries were reported.
How are they soy?
However,
Someone chat said soy boys.
that about
Keep up the good
4,000
streams,
customers in
feels okay,
Springfield,
man.
Ohio, were
Right
left
pointing
without power
finger,
due to the
less than
incident.
3.
But the story doesn't end there. The power company ended up suing the demolition company due to negligence that resulted in over $19 million in damages. While the demo company had originally said the faulty implosion was the result of an undetected crack, the lawsuit alleged that the failure was also contributed by a failure to adequately cut a rebar, as well as the method in which the explosives were used. The lawsuit was later settled in 2014.
Guys, what the fuck is this? What is that? Guys, what?
The lawsuit was later settled in 2014. Demolitions don't always go as planned.
Guys,
While
do I not know something about the law? What the fuck is this? Is this a joke? Is this like a play acting or something? Why is he wearing like a bleached piece of rug on his head? What the fuck is that? It's a real Slim Shady.
Almost 2 years, feels strong, man. Much love.
later settled in 2014. Demolitions don't always go as planned.
xQc
While it
juice.
can be frustrating for the teams involved, sometimes
Okay.
you have no other choice but to throw your hands up into the air and say, well, we messed up. As long as not too
You're the
much
reason we're not
damage
gonna
occurs
reset the
and
TS anymore,
everyone
bitch. Okay, next.